It's been a long day.
Good afternoon, Shawnee. We are here today with our gym teacher, Mr. Clark, and we are going to be interviewing him over his retirement. So, Mr. Clark, how many years have you been teaching?
This is my 42nd year of teaching.
That's awesome. That's a really long time. How many of those years have been in the Shawnee district?
I was at Rockaway for 24 years and 2 years here, so it makes 26.
So what or who influenced you to choose this career?
Well, many years ago when I was still in high school, our high school phys ed teachers used to allow us to come out of study hall and kind of be a student helpers. And of course, I've always liked sports growing up. Playing basketball and football and soccer and all the different sports in the neighborhood and things like that. Followed it on TV. But yeah, the phys ed teachers at my high school, a very big high school I went to, and they were the ones that just allowed me to come down to class and watch them teach, and that's when I decided I wanted to be a phys ed teacher.
That's great. So, it's been quite a long time since you've been teaching. What kind of changes have you seen over the course of these years?
Well, kids are kids, so you always have some good kids and you always have some not so good kids. So I don't think that's necessarily changed a whole lot. But maybe just the kids coming from a variety of different backgrounds maybe has changed a little bit different compared to the past. But overall, I haven't seen drastic changes, let's put it that way.
So, kids will be kids. What grade of these kids do you think was your favorite to teach?
Well, I've taught them all from kindergarten through high school, that's for sure. I would say I've always enjoyed the 5th and 6th graders. They are always enthusiastic and they want to get all their energy out of them, so they're pretty happy to be in phys ed class. So I would pick the 5th and 6th graders.
Do you have any favorite stories of any of your students?
Favorite stories? Well, I'm going to go with a recent one here, and he's probably going to really be upset with me if he sees this one, but a guy in my phys ed class named Nate, we were just recently playing a game of wiffle ball, and I was rounding third heading for home and kind of stopped halfway and then faked like I was going back to third, and he thought I was going back to third, and I kind of broke his ankles, and I scored easily. So I teased him pretty bad that a 65-year-old man juked him pretty bad.
Wiffle ball is a pretty great game, but what do you think is your favorite sport to play with the kids?
Oh, let's see. Favorite sport? I think the one that a lot of students have liked over the years is the game mat ball. I'm not able to quite play it the same here at Shawnee as I was able at Rockaway. At Rockaway, we had 4 mats in the corners of the gym, and they had to go around 2 different times. And sometimes we changed the variation of what base they had to go to first. So I would say mat ball. And of course, I'm a real avid basketball fan and played basketball in college. So I would say basketball would be right up there as well.
Do you have any favorite accomplishments or any moments that you're really proud of throughout your career?
I'd say a couple things that happened over at Rockaway when I was coaching. My very first year at Rockaway, I was the 8th grade girls basketball coach, and at the time we played in the Clark County League, and my very first year the girls won the Clark County Championship. No Rockaway team had ever done that before, so that was a pretty big accomplishment. And then also about 5 or 6 years later, I coached the girls' 8th grade volleyball team, and they also won the Clark County Championship. And I believe that was a first for them as well. So those were kind of a couple highlights in terms of coaching accomplishments.
It seems you've had a great rest of your career, but what do you think you're looking most forward to for your retirement?
Well, in my retirement, I'm looking forward to doing something different. I definitely want to spend time with my 4 grandkids. I have 2 grandkids that live in the Springfield area and 2 right now that live clear out in Washington, so the state of Washington on the West Coast. So I am going to go visit them at the end of March, so I'll get to see those 2 grandkids. And then beyond that, I'll be probably doing some kind of part-time work. I haven't decided exactly yet what I want to do, possibly something with driving, maybe driving elderly people to doctor's appointments, something along those lines possibly. But just kind of waiting for God to show me what to do in that regard, to fill up my time.
I'm sure you'll have great fun. I know that your students will miss you as well, so do you have any last words or messages you want to say to any of them?
Well, I've always tried to encourage them to be a good person and to give a good effort. I think if people will do that, if they will try hard, be a good person, that they will succeed in life. But unfortunately, the opposite of that doesn't usually work out so well. So that's my word of encouragement: is be a good person, give 100%, and you'll probably do well for yourself.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
I'm Alexis.
And I'm Lucas, and today is Thursday, March 7th, and your advisory announcements start right now.
Now, for any student interested in the University of Findlay's summer pharmacy camp, needs to stop in guidance for information.
And for your information,
there is a swimming awards banquet at 6 in the media center.
tickets for the high school Sadie's dance will go on sale next week during lunch.
The dance is Friday, March 15th from 7 to 10, and the theme is Brave Brave.
There is a band concert on March 11th at Southgate Baptist Church at 7 o'clock.
Mrs. William has to see Zach Mason, Tamiel Lamb, Leanne Davis during advisory.
I repeat, that is Zach Mason, Tamiel Lamb, and Leanne Davis during advisory.
Interested in becoming a high school cheerleader?
Well, high school cheerleading tryouts will be held from March 18th to the 21st from 7 to 8 each day, and if you're interested.
Don't have a packet? You can see Mrs. Mitch in room 220.
The blood drive is Monday, March 18th, and for details, go to the office or see Mr. McGuire.
Posters can also be found throughout the building.
And now put your hands together for our brave birthday.
That's right. Let's give out a Shawnee clap to
Kelsey Randall.
And as usual, it's time to switch over to our weather forecast.
Today's high is 26 and mostly sunny.
And what is our fun and wacky holiday?
Today is National Alexander Graham Bell Day.
And to go along with our fun and holiday, the random fact of the day is
Alexander Graham Bell worked on an acoustic telegraph and worked with various schools for the deaf.
Now for our inspirational quote.
All of our dreams come true if we have the courage to pursue them.
Now please stand and join us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a great day, Shawnee.